Hello students, so today we will continue new exercise self practice 8a, that is the percentage and its application. Now see the first question, express each of the following as percentage. 1a, so the percent, what is the meaning of the percentage? Percent, per means that is by, cent means 100, that is the by 100. So percentage means by 100, percentage means 1 by 100. So if you have to calculate the percentage of anything, so what you have to do, that you have to multiply that number by 1 by 100. For example, suppose you have to calculate the 3%, so 3% means 3 by 100. So on the place of percent, what we write? 1 by 100. So 3% means that is 3 multiply 1 by 100. That is the percentage. Now see the first question, 1a, first question. Here we have to express each of the following as percentage. So the fraction is given 1 by 5. So to convert the fraction into the percentage, what you have to do? Just simply you have to multiply the fraction by 100. So when you multiply the fraction by 100, you will get it equivalent to the percentage. So we will get the fraction equivalent into percentage by multiplying the given fraction number with 100. So 5 ones are 5, 5 20 is 100. That means 20%. That means 20%. So simply in each given fraction you multiply by 100. Now see the next question V. In next question V, that is 2 9 by 10. So 2 9 by 10, first convert this into the improper fraction. So it will become 2 multiply 10 plus 9 by 10. And 2 10 are 20 plus 9, 29 by 10. Now to convert this 29 by 10 into the percentage, see what we do. After that we multiply this 29 by 10. We multiply 29 by 10 by 100. 100 by 100. So see 1 by 100 means percentage. So now here 1 0 cancel. So what we got? 29 by 10 is 29 tens are 290%. 290%. So 29 tens are 290 and 1 by 100 means percentage 290%. Like that we can do. So no need to write these things. So only you multiply the given fraction by 100, it will be converted into the percentage. Okay. So in order to convert this, we have to multiply this by 100. 2 into 10 plus 9 by 10 and 29 by 10 can be converted to the percentage. You simply multiply the 100. 10 times 100, 29 times 290%. Now see the next question B, second part 0.47. So how we convert B second part 0.47 to percentage. So 0.47 and we have to express into the percentage form. So what we write 0.47. So the place value for this 4 is 10 and 7 is 100. So 0.47 can be written as 47 by 100. And by 100 means what? Percentage. So you can write 47%. See 47 by 100 and by 100 means percent. 3% means 3 by 100, 47 by 100 means 47%. So 0.47 can be written as 47%, or you can understand just you multiply the decimal by 100, whatever the value you will get, that will be the percentage. Similarly, the B fifth part 0.09, that is 0.09 you multiply by 100, what you will get? 9%. So in the decimal when you multiply by 100 you will get the percentage. Now see the second question. In decimal we multiply by 100 to get the percentage. Now see the second question. Second A, express the fraction in its simplest form. Second A, first question. Express the fraction in its simplest form. Express as a fraction in its simplest form. So here the percentage is given 80%, and this we have to express in the fraction. So 80% can be written as 80 by 100. Percent means by 100. So the percent means by 100. So 80% means 80 by 100. Now this 0 is cancelled. So what we got? 8 by 10. Now again we simplify 8. 2 4s are 8. 2 5s are 10. So simplest fraction we got 4 by 5. Like this we express the percentage in the simplest form. Now see the E. 62 1 by 2%. E. Second A we have done. Now we do the E. 62 1 by 2%. 62 1 by 2%. Now first we convert into the improper fraction. 2 62s are, that is 124 plus 1 by 2%. Now 124, 2 into 62, that is 124 plus 1 125 by 2%. Now again 125 by 2, and percentage means 1 by 100. On the place of percentage we can write 1 by 100. Now see 25 4s are 100, 25 5s are 125. Now the simplest fraction what we got, 5 1s are 5, 2 4s are 8, that is 5 by 8. Now similarly you can do the remaining question. Now we do the question number 3, express as a decimal. See the question number 3, first part A, 7% is there, so we have to convert this 7% as decimal. So what we can write? 7% as 7 by 100, and if you divide any number by 100 you have to put the decimal from the last 2 digit. So if you place the decimal, 100 means if you are dividing any number, so the decimal will shift 2 place left. So 7 can be written as 7.0. 7 can be written as, in the decimal form, 7 can be written as 7 by 7.0. Now this decimal will, if you divide any number, any decimal number by 100, so the decimal will shift 2 place left. If you divide by 100, so if you divide by 10, so decimal will shift 1 place left. So if you divide by 1000, so decimal will shift 3 place left. So here the decimal will shift 2 place left. There is only one digit, so we add 1 0 before 7. So the decimal will come 0.07. So 7% can be written as 0.07. Okay. Now see the next question in this. We can do question number H. 72 3 by 5%. 72 3 by 5%. H. 72 3 by 5%. Now see how we express this as a decimal. So this we can write as 72 plus 3 by 5 percentage. So 72 plus 3 by 5 percentage, this we can write, and the percentage means 1 by 100. So again see, if you convert this as a decimal number, this 3 by 5 as a decimal, see what you get. So 72 plus 3 by 5 percent. Now 72 plus percentage means 3 by 5 into 1 by 100. See what we get here. 72 plus, now 3 by 5, that is, we can write 3 by 500. So this 3 by 5 we can also write in the decimal form. So when you divide this 3 by 5, what you will get? So 5 on the 5 axis is 30, so 0.6 you can write. 0.6 divided by 100. Like in this form it can be written. So we can write 3 by 5 as 0.6 and 1 by 100 is divided by 100. Now the decimal will shift 2 place left. So again we can write this as 72 plus 0.6 0.06. 0.2 plus left it will shift, so 2 zeros will be there. So 0.006. So the answer will be 72.006. See in the decimal form, 72.006. See whether it is correct or not. So see what we will get the value here. 5 2s are 10 and 5 7s are 35 and 36. 360 plus 363 by 100. So here 363 by 100. So in the decimal form it will come. See, don't do this in next form. We can do this question as. So first we convert it. First we convert it into the improper fraction, and after that we convert it to the decimal. Okay. So first you convert it to the improper fraction. That is 72 multiply 5 plus 3 by 5%. Now 72 5s are, see, 5 2s are 10, 0, 5 7s are 35, 360 plus 3 by 5%. So here we will get 363 by 5 into 1 by 100. On the place of percentage, we can write 1 by 100. So what we got here, 363 by 5 into 100, 500. Now we divide 363 by 5 and we will get the number in the decimal form. See what we get, 5 7s are 35, 36 minus 35 gives 1, 13, 5 2s are 10 and 13 minus 10, 3 remainder. So 13, 5 6 are 30, 72.6 by 100. Now the decimal will shift to 2 places left here, see. So it will become 0.726. So the answer will be 0.726. Like this we convert in the decimal form. That is the correct format. In this format we will do. Okay. Now we move to the next question. Question number 5. Compare and write the Now see the question number 4. Compare and write the less than, greater than or equals to in the box. Question number 4A. See this question number 4A. 5 by 8, 70%. 5 by 8 in the box, and after that is the 70%. So see both are equal or not. So you can convert this 70% into fraction, or you can convert this fraction into percentage. Both the things we can do. So let's convert this 5 by 8 into the percentage. So how we do? Multiply the fraction by 100, it will be converted into the percentage. See. So 4 2s are 8, 4 25s are 100. So what a value you got? 25 5s are 125 by 2%. So here 70%. So 125 by 2 means what? 2 6 are 12, 2 2s are 4, 62.5%. Here 70%. Now here you can see this 62.5% is less than 70%. Is less than 70%, so you can use less than symbol. What we can use? Less than symbol. Similarly, you can do the remaining question. 0.99, see that is 0.99, 100%. So multiplying 0.99 in decimal we multiply by 100. So 0.99 when you multiply by 100 you will get 99%. So in decimal number, how the decimal number is converted into percentage? So multiply the decimal number by 100, it will be converted into the percentage. So that is 0.99 multiplied by 100 gives you the 99%, and the 99% is less than 100%, and the 99% is less than 100%. That is the question number D, fourth D. That is the question number fourth D. Now we move to the next question, question number 5. Arrange the given percentage in the ascending order or descending order. Now see how we do. See the question number 5A. We have to arrange in the ascending order, and the numbers are 38%, 0.4, 35.3%, and 5/8. See. So it is better to convert the all values into the percentage only. So this is the 38%. Now convert 0.4 into percentage. So multiply by 100 by 0.4. When you multiply 100, you will get 40. 0.4 when you multiply 100, you will get the 40%. Now here 35 1 by 3%. So 35 3 is 105, 3 5 is 15. 5 carry 1, 105 plus 1, 106 by 3%. Or also we can write this as 35 point. Now next is 5/8. How we convert this into the percentage? By multiplying 100, the value we get the percentage. So 4 2 is 8, 4 25 is 100. Now see here 38%, 40%, here 3 3s are 9, 16 3 5s are 15, 10, 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9, 35.33%. Here you see 25 25s are 125 by 2%. Now again 38%, 40%, 35.33%. Here 2 6 are 12, 2 2s are 4, 62.5%. Now we have to arrange this in the ascending order. See, the smallest fraction is 35.33%. Now you can write 35.33 first. Next is the 38%. Next 40%, and next 62.5%. Now see how we arrange. 35.33%, the value is 35 1 by 3%. On that place you can write 35 1 by 3%, and 38% is 38%, and 40% is 0.4, and 62.5% is C value 5/8. Now that is in the ascending order. Similarly, we can arrange in the descending order also. The question number 6, the greatest number you put at the beginning and the smallest number at the last in the descending order. Now we see the question number 7. Now question number 7 A. Use the following diagrams to complete the table. Fraction stated. For the A, what fraction is stated? So in this you can see out of 4 part 3 part is stated. Here 4 parts are there. It's a whole 4 part is done. And out of the 4 part, first 3 part is stated. So the fraction for A, its fraction will be what? 3 by 4. So this fraction can be written as 3 by 4. First you count the total part 1, 2, 3 and total part we write at the denominator place, and the number of parts which is stated 1, 2, 3 parts are stated out of 4. So the fraction of the stated part will be 3 by 4. Now percentage, you can multiply this 3 by 4 into 100. So it will be converted to the percentage. 3 by 4 multiply 100. Now it becomes percentage. 4 1 is 4. 425 is 100, that is 25 3 is 75%. Now it is converted to the percentage. So 75% stated. So unstated percentage will be what? 100 minus 75. So unstated percentage equals to, so unstated equals to 100 minus 75%. 75% is stated, so 100 minus 75% is unstated, that is 25%. 25% is unstated. Similarly, you do the question number B, C and D. In this you have to only first count the total parts, and after that in the neutral place you put the number of parts which is stated. So now we move to the next question, question number 8. A molecule of water is made up of 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. So a molecule of water, the formula of water, now see, formula of water equals to H2O. So there is 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. So what a percent of the atoms of a water molecule is oxygen? So what a percent of the atoms of a water molecule is oxygen? So there is 3 atoms are there and the percentage of oxygen is asked. So out of 3 there is 1 part. So the fraction of, see here, total atoms in water molecule. So total atoms in water molecule equals to, see, 2 plus 1 3. 2 plus 1, 2 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom. So the total atoms in water molecule is 3, and the fraction of oxygen atom and the fraction of oxygen atom in water molecule, atom in water, H2O equals to, what a fraction? Out of 3 part 1 part is there. See, out of total 3 atoms are there. Out of 3 atoms 1 atom is the oxygen. So the fraction of oxygen atom is in water H2O is 1 by 3. Here it is asked what a percentage. So we can convert this 1 by 3 as a percentage. Now percentage of oxygen atom, what we write? Percentage of oxygen atom in H2O in water equals to, multiply the fraction by 100. It will be converted into the fraction. So 1 by 3 into 100 gives you 33.33%. 33 point. So the percentage of oxygen atom in H2O is 33.33%. Okay. Similarly, you can do the question number 9 that I am leaving the homework for you. Now see the question number 10 how you can do. Now see the question number 10. Prashant spends 4 hours a day on his self-study. So in one day, 4 hours he is spending for the study, 1 hour for playing the video games, and 1 hour in doing the workouts at fitness center. So what percent of the day does Prashant spend on these activities? So total spending hour in one day there is the 24 hours. So out of 24 hours, how much he is spending on the activities, on these activities? So see, total spent hours on total spent hours total spent hours on activities, total spent hour on activities equals to, add all the activities hours. So he is spending 4 hours on study. So 4 hours plus 1 hour for playing plus 1 hour in doing workouts plus, so only this much. So he is a total spending 4 plus 1 5 plus 1 6 hours. So he is spending 6 hours on the activities. So here, so what percent of the day does Prashant spend on these activities? So the percent of the days, so the percent of days out of 24 hours, one day contains 24 hours. So the fraction of, we can say the fraction of spent hours, fraction of spent hours on activities equals to six hour by 24 hour. Because in one day contains 24 hour, so hour is cancelled. 6 1 is 6, 6 4 is 24. So the fraction is 1 by 4. So the fraction of the spent hour on activities is 1 by 4. Now the percentage. Now the percentage of spent hour is spent hours on activities equals to, multiply the fraction by 100, it will be converted into the percentage. So 4 1 is 4, 4 25 is 100. So the answer will be 25%. So the percentage of spent hours on the activities by Prashant is 25%. So this is all for the today, students. So in the next class we will continue we'll start the new exercise, self practice 8B. As you know, there's in your syllabus for the half yearly exam is lesson 1 to 8. So in this week, which is the coming 3 days, I will complete the chapter 8. Okay. So this is all for today. Thank you for your kind attention.